What's going on? We're back again with another Project Zomboid update. This week is kind of interesting as we get to see some new content for Build 42 being showcased. But before we move on to the new content, let's talk about patch 41.73. The new patch should be here later this week. The devs are just fixing the issue of zombies spawning in areas where they shouldn't be allowed to spawn around the player. Other notable changes are the ability to install ham radios and other makeshift radios into a vehicle, and a fix involving zombies dropping maggots upon death. There are tons of various tiny additions and fixes, none of which are too game changing or exciting, so I won't cover them here, but if you want to read all about it, I'll leave a link to the change list in the description. Now, let's talk about Build 42. More specifically, let's talk about this new content being showcased in this week's update. The devs are implementing a system to transfer and mix liquids together. Now I know it doesn't sound like much, but it's kind of interesting. Coming in Build 42, you will have the ability to transfer specific amounts of liquid into a container. This naturally leads itself into mixing various liquids together for different effects. Each liquid will be given basic info like an ID, name, color, and etc. and belong into a specific category such as a beverage, flammable material, fuel, and more. The liquid will also have a few properties tied to it like the number of carbs, fat, and protein per liter. Flammable liquids and fuel will also have an energy per unit assigned to it, and different poisons and hazardous liquids will have a maximum poison effect tied to them as well. When you mix liquids together, their individual properties will be combined together, albeit not as potent as the concentrated liquid. What I mean is, let's say you mix soda and alcohol together. If you mix 80% soda and 20% alcohol, the combined liquid would have more properties of the soda than the alcohol. The combined liquid would have 80% of the soda's original carbs and protein and 20% of the alcohols. This also means the amount of drinks you have to drink in order to get drunk will increase if your liquid has less alcohol content. This is also true for poisons. You can dilute a poison to the point where they are essentially pointless if you are trying to poison someone. You can also mix liquids with gas, thus decreasing the fuel's effectiveness and potentially could cause damage to the car or generator if you try to use that gas. The devs did state that certain professions may be able to tell when things are off. For instance, a mechanic may be able to tell when his fuel is not as concentrated as it used to be, or a chef may be able to tell when a liquid has been poisoned. At the end of the day, this is all still a work in progress, and the devs have even stated that they will put limitations on what can and cannot be mixed together, though that will come later down the road as they refine the system they have now. So you might be thinking, why add in all of this? Well, the devs are trying to make a realistic post-apocalyptic game, and more than that, they are trying to give the player as much freedom as they want. If the player wants to combine 7 dyes to get a specific color to paint a room, well, now they have the freedom to create that specific color. If you want to start a coup and kill some of your faction members, now you can do that more precisely instead of trying to get them to drink bleach. I think this system is pretty impressive, and while it might not be the shiniest feature coming to Build 42, it is still really a cool addition to have. Lastly, let's move on to talk about chickens real quick. As we all know, chickens are coming in the next major build, and a big part of owning chickens is that you have to protect them. So every day right before night falls, you have to put the chickens in their hen house and lock it up, otherwise they might get attacked by a fox. Well, we got some more info on wildlife maintenance. Hens will obviously lay their eggs in the hen house, so the player will have to go check the hen house and get the eggs out. Otherwise the hens may start laying their eggs in the field, which may cause the eggs to go bad or attract the fox to come and eat them. The hen house will get dirty over time, so the player will need to clean it out every so often to keep everything in peak performance. This is speculation as the devs have not confirmed this, but a dirty hen house will most likely lead to diseases running rampant amongst the chicken, as well as smaller and lower quality eggs being laid by the hen. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. I have other Project Zomboid news videos and will keep you up to date with the recent Project Zomboid news, so subscribe if you want to stay informed about the game. I should have my first non-Project Zomboid news video out next week. Sorry for the long time in between videos. I've been pretty busy traveling and other things these last few months, but I should be able to start uploading every week. Thanks again, and I will catch y'all next time. Have a good one.